When was the last time someone actually audited your brand and marketing? By Ashton Media. I'm not talking about checking if your Instagram bio still has the right phone number or if you've posted a chef special reel this week. I mean a real, honest look at who you are, how your guests see you, and whether your restaurant has anything resembling a brand, something that actually means something. We get caught in this trap. The day-to-day is heavy. Customers are walking in, orders are piling up, suppliers are late, and you're short a line cook again. So marketing becomes the thing you throw together when there's a few spare minutes. Branding? That's a someday project. Someday when you're not drowning in labor costs and chasing food inflation. But here's the thing, someday never comes. And while you're busy juggling fires, the restaurants down the street are quietly building trust, identity, and loyalty, one post, one branding touchpoint, one meaningful experience at a time. Let me say this bluntly, posting a brunch pic isn't branding. Dropping a promo code on a Friday isn't marketing. That's broadcasting. That's hoping for a dopamine hit. That's desperation disguised as strategy. You can do better. The real work is slower. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't give you that instant jolt of likes or walk-ins. But it's what separates a concept people remember from one that's just another name in the sea of sameness. Ask yourself, are you working on building a brand, or are you just fishing for quick ROI? It's easy to chase sales. You've got empty seats, staff to pay, bills breathing down your neck. So you run an LTO. You spend $150 on boosted ads on FB. You do a giveaway with the hope it turns into something. Sometimes it does. Usually it doesn't. You get a few new faces and then nothing. No follow-up. No story. No experience they carry home and talk about. Just another moment that passed. This is the difference. Marketing is the invitation. Branding is the reason they stay. Too many restaurants are out here throwing confetti into the wind, hoping someone notices. But without a brand, your marketing is just noise. So let me ask again, when was the last time someone did a real brand audit on your restaurant? Not your logo. Not your colors. Not whether your fonts match or you have a post in a newspaper. I mean, does your staff know what you stand for? Does your guest feel something consistent from the first thank you to the check is drop off? Is your digital presence just noise, or is it your story told well? Branding is what gets you invited into the community. Marketing is what gets your poster on the pole. And in 2025, people are not just spending money, they're spending belief. They're buying into what they trust, what they feel aligned with, what reflects who they are. That's why the restaurants crushing it right now aren't always the best food in town. They're the best known. They're the ones who made people feel something. Because people don't follow restaurants anymore. They follow brands. Think about your own habits. When's the last time you bought something because an ad told you to? Now think about the last time you tried something because someone you trust told you to. That's branding. That's what wins today. Not the loudest voice, but the clearest and consistent one. We all know the classic Canadian spots that feel like they've always been there, places with a soul. You walk in and it just feels like them. Not because they're expensive, but because they're authentic. And you know they didn't just slap that together in a Canva template. That took time. That took reps. Now here's the uncomfortable part. If you're not building a brand, you're just a commodity. You're one Google search away from being replaced. One slow week away from panic mode, or you're already there. And let me tell you, the guests feel it. They can smell the desperation when every post is BOGO wings, or $2 off this week only. That's not excitement. That's noise. And if everything's on sale, nothing has value. Here's the real kicker: building a brand doesn't mean spending more. It means being intentional. It means knowing what you want to be known for and showing up like that every day. It's in the way your host greets a table. It's in the plating. It's in how your website reads and is updated. It's in how your chef tells the story of the new dish. It's in what people say about you when you're not in the room. So stop chasing hacks and clicks. Stop chasing templates. And for the love of all things decent, stop treating your social feed like a clearance rack. Stop treating social like a side hustle. Instead, ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? Then get after it, relentlessly. Because that's the brand. And once you've got that, your marketing finally has something worth promoting. Not a gimmick. Not a limited time offer. But a truth people want to be part of. That's how you build something that lasts. That's how you get invited into people's stories. And that's how you make it through the long, cold months coming up, when nobody's lining up for 2-for-1 apps. So next time you sit down to plan your marketing, start with the real question. Who are we? And why should anyone care? Answer that honestly, build it into every fiber of your guest experience, and then only then, press post. You won't need to fake urgency. You'll have built relevance. And that's the kind of ROI that doesn't fit on a spreadsheet or in a fancy AI system. It shows up in your bookings, your team culture, your reviews, and your repeat guest. That's what brand does. And if no one's ever done that audit for you, now's the time.